Now we're here at Irish Lights. We're going to judge the Great Lighthouses Great Fun Photography Competition. This is its second year. We had thousands of entries, and we're here in the fitting surrounds of Irish Lights to do the judging process. And my name is Bobby Kerr. I'm the chair of the Great Lighthouses of Ireland. It's my second year judging the competition, and I'd like to introduce you to my fellow judges, Jane and Connor. Jane will introduce herself.
I'm Jane McGahern from Irish Lights, and delighted to be involved in the photo competition this year. The standard of entries was really high, so we're looking forward to whittling down the shortlist.
I'm Connor Lumsden. I'm head of design at Big O, and we're really excited to show you some beautiful photos and pick out the best ones.
Okay, so what we've done is we, of the hundreds of entries that we got, we whittled it down to 200. Then we ended up with a shortlist of 18, and we have been sparring now on the 18, and we've it down now to, I think, 7. So we'll have a look at the 7 that we kind of half agree on collectively, and maybe try and find a series of winners. So the first one we want to talk about was taken in Loop Head in County Clare. I think it's a lovely photograph. It's people having fun. You see two people there drinking champagne. They're both wearing sunglasses. I think there's lovely colour in the clouds and on the landscape. And the lighthouse is actually in the background, but I think the lighthouse is very central to the photograph. But I'm getting a sense of fun, a sense of love, and a sense of colour from it. What do you think, Jane?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a really good shot. I think there's a real sense of occasion about it. There's definitely some celebrating going on there. And I just think that the colours, the contrast, and the fun of the photo jumps out to me.
You can imagine maybe they just got engaged or something, and you have all this space around you, beautiful clouds, lovely scenery.
The kind of grin on your man's face is good too, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's kind of a
subtle grin.
Yes. Okay, and the next one is also at Loop Head, and this is an interesting shot, probably taken by a drone or a helicopter, but it captures, I think, the scale and magnificence of Loop Head, because we see in the foreground we've got a trawler, a fishing boat, then we have the peninsula itself, and again the lighthouse is in the background, but the photograph is very much about the lighthouse.
Yeah, I really love how the clouds here kind of frame the lighthouse. You don't usually see square clouds that often either. And yeah, you get to see the raw and rugged beauty of the scenery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the contrast, the grey sea, the blue skies, and just the sheer scale of it, it just shows the enormity of the lighthouse position, where it's positioned as well. Yeah, it's a really good one.
Okay, we'll come back to that one. This is, I think it's Fanad. Yeah, this is Fanad. And again, we have a sense of fun here because we have children playing in front of the lighthouse, somebody doing a cartwheel, again, which is something kids do. And I think it captures family and fun in a lighthouse environment. It's a lovely photograph.
Yeah, nice minimal composition here. You got everybody is separated by their own plane. It's nice simple sky, nice foreground, and a lot of action. I think a lot of great fun going on there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now this next one is, again, it's at Fanad, a noted Gaeltacht area, probably an area where set dancing happens quite a lot, but here's some set dancing on the helipad looking down, and you know, I think what this captures is, it's beautifully captured, the image of the Irish dancer frozen in midair, almost suspended in front of Fanad Lighthouse. I think that's an amazing shot.
Yeah, really still of a great burst of action, just frozen in time.
I don't know how they managed to capture it, in fairness. It's a really good shot.
Yeah, and this one is slightly obscure. It's taken from a lighthouse looking out onto the landscape, or the seascape around the lighthouse. What's interesting here is the way they use the window to divide it, I suppose, into 4. Even the condensation on one side, on the 2 panes on the right hand side, give it a nice contrast, but a very colourful shot.
Yeah. I like this one because it kind of gives a completely different perspective of what people usually go for, is, you know, taking a picture of the lighthouse, but this kind of gives you that different perspective of what it might be like to be inside the lighthouse.
Yeah.
And that sense of space and maybe isolation that you might get working in a lighthouse.
Yeah. Okay, and again, this is lovely to see. Children, I think this might be in Youghal, or yeah, it's Youghal. 2 children, again, in front of the lighthouse, again, showing that sense of family, that sense of fun. Very, very nice shot.
I think it's a really sweet shot of just the 2 kids very sweetly enjoying themselves.
Yeah, a great little family snap.
Okay, now, this is obviously taken by a nautical person from the boat Dún an Uair, taken as they rounded the Fastnet, and I've sailed around the Fastnet a couple of times myself, and it's almost like climbing Everest. It's a thing you do. You take a photo of the Fastnet with you or the boat in the background, and this is very creatively done. It's taken through the life buoy, gets the name of the boat, captures the beauty of the rock, and I just think it's an amazing shot.
Yeah, I like the gradient of the sky. It's obviously got a very strong sense of design in terms of composition. We have good balance with the lighthouse, kind of, you know, the ring balancing on the lighthouse, and I like, it's got a nice sense of just good quality design there.
Now, this is also in Fannet, and this is a really, really wonderful shot. You've got a dog running in front of the lighthouse, but the clarity of the dog is amazing. It's picture perfect. It's really, really well focused, and amazingly, the clarity of the dog actually running and the lighthouse, they're all really, really sharp.
Yeah, I like this one because, you know, who likes anything more than just bring your dog for a walk? And I really like the floppiness of the ears that they've managed to capture here.
This is a sphere shot. Again, somebody creatively taking a shot, I think, of a reflection probably. It's very, very creative, and again, you get to see a lighthouse in a way you wouldn't normally see one.
Yeah, this one, again, it's just a different perspective on the lighthouses, and maybe you could see this on an album by, you know, it looks a little bit like Mr. Tambourine Man by the Birds or something, that fisheye effect and the chrome and the upside down. It's just kind of a crazy, fun thing.
Yeah, it's a good creative take.
Now, I think that's us, so that's the 8 on the short list. So maybe we might try and get it down to 4, will we?
Cameras off for a second.
Well, I think we have 2 that are common to the 3 of us, so maybe we'd include those. And they are, I think, the Fastnet through the life buoy is one, and the dog running at Fannet is the second one. Mm-hmm. So everybody has that in their shortlist. So is it fair enough to say that those 2 would go through?
Yeah.
And we'll try and get it down to 4. So let's argue the toss then on the other 2. Jane, what are your other 2 that you had that you'd like to? You had this one.
This one, is this Hook?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Hook.
No, yeah, this is the couple at Hook. I had that as well.
Yeah, I really
and I'd be putting that one forward as to make the shortlist, certainly.
Yeah, I mean, it gets across the fun.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Yeah, so you're okay with that going in?
I'm okay with it.
Right.
That's going to leave just one extra place, so let's. we'll need to think it through.
Yeah. So let's run through them again there. And what about that one there? The one of Loop with the fishing boat.
Yeah, this is a beautiful photograph.
It is.
I'm not sure if it does it get the sense of fun that we're looking for here.
Well, I think we've captured fun, you know, in some of the other ones. Like,
yeah.
I do think it's. I certainly wouldn't be uncomfortable leaving it in, but
yeah.
Is there some would somebody like to propose a different one? If we look through them there.
So just remember, we have the dog one, you have Hook, that one, we have
We have the Fastnet.
There's too many
With
good
that
ones
one.
here. It's really hard to choose.
And a suggestion is that we would include the one of Loop with the fishing boat in the foreground as the fourth one.
Yeah, it's a good one. It is a good one.
Yeah, I think that's a good selection of images.
Okay.
They get all
Yeah.
the different categories
Okay.
that we're looking for.
Right, so we have 4. So now we need to pick 1, 2, 3 and 4. Jane, would you like to propose your order and of those 4?
Yeah. Can I just have a quick look?
Yeah.
At it? Yeah. I
So
definitely. Yeah.
So you've got that one.
Yeah.
You've got the hook with the couple.
Yeah.
You've got the Fastnet with the life buoy, and you've got the dog running up in Fannet.
Yeah. I think for me, am I doing them in reverse order?
Whatever way you like to do it.
I think the Loop drone shot is a really, really good one. I'd put that at number 4. Working backwards from that, I would say we'll go with the hook one. It's a really, really good shot, really strong. And then can we click that?
The life buoy, it's the
Yeah, the
life
life
buoy at
buoy.
the Fastnet
The
or
life-
the dog at Fannet.
Dog of Fannet is number 1 for me. I think it's
Okay.
just it brings a huge amount. There's a huge amount going on in that photo. I love it.
And then
I would put
the life buoy at
Yeah.
number 2.
That's it. Yeah, it's a great job.
Well, what about you, Connor?
Well, I would say my number 4 would be the couple at hook. And moving on, I would say the drone. Because, I mean, if you rent out a helicopter, I think you deserve it. Then Fastnet, I think, is number 2. But there's just something so charming about this dog running towards the camera.
Okay.
It's those floppy ears.
Okay,
I
so
feel like he's running.
interesting
Yeah.
enough. We definitely have a winner then because my number 1 was the dog at Fannet. Both of you have the dog at Fannet. Number 2, I'm also okay with, which is the Fastnet through the life buoy. Now the only thing we might need to decide is if we go for 3 and 4. So is it the couple at hook or is it the drone shot? And I'd be thinking maybe going back to the theme of the competition, Great Lighthouses, great fun. We'd have to make the couple at hook celebrating the third, number 3, and then the drone shot of Loop at number 4. So would we settle on that?
That's okay with me?
So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Jury done, all said. No challenge to the votes. You can see how diplomatic and democratic it was. The process is now over and we declare the winner, the dog at Fannet. Second is the life buoy around the Fastnet. Third is the celebratory couple at hook. And fourth is the drone shot of Loop Head. Thank you.